I think every teacher has been there. You've got this brilliant, amazing idea for a lesson, but then you think about building all the slides and the visuals and the handouts from scratch, and it's just exhausting. Well, what if AI could do all that heavy lifting for you? Today, we're going to dig into exactly how.
Just think about it for a second. What if you could finally close that gap between the incredible lesson that's in your head and the one you actually have the time to create? Let's dive in and see how AI is making that a reality.
Okay, so let's meet your new creative partner, Google NotebookLM. Now, let's be super clear. This isn't about replacing teachers. Not at all. It's about giving you a powerful assistant that can take your own content, your own ideas, and just transform them into classroom-ready resources, and do it incredibly fast.
Let's start with what might be the most impressive part, what NotebookLM can do with zero, and I mean zero, special instructions. You literally just provide a source and let it work its magic.
The process here is just so simple. You can give it something like, say, the first chapter of a book, and it generates a complete visual plot summary. Or you could just drop in a website link about the water cycle and poof, it creates a clean, printable infographic. It is seriously that easy.
And the quality you get back is really impressive. For that book chapter, it didn't just give a boring summary. No, it pulled out key quotes, it created character descriptions, and it even generated discussion questions for the students. And you have to remember, this is all without a single specific prompt from the teacher. It just does it.
But look, while those zero-prompt results are amazing, the real power, the real magic, gets unlocked when the teacher starts giving specific instructions. This is how you transform a good starting point into a perfectly tailored resource for your classroom.
So let's walk through a real-world example. A teacher makes their own detailed lesson plan for a Year 5 science class all about the Earth's rotation. They upload that plan into NotebookLM and simply ask it to create a slide deck.
And that first attempt? Yeah, it wasn't great. The AI just included all the teacher-facing notes right there on the slides. You get text like, "This is a 60-minute blueprint." The kids don't need to see that. It was a plan for the teacher, not a lesson for the students, which basically made it unusable in the classroom.
But this is where the teacher's input is absolutely crucial. It's all about iteration. So they went back, they refined the prompt, they got specific. They told the AI, the audience is children, I need a friendly tone, and most importantly, get all of my teacher notes and timings off the slides.
And the difference is just night and day. The final version is clean, it's simple, and it's perfect for students. But here's the really clever part. The AI still gives the teacher that guidance, but it's in these small, discrete notes in the corner, not as the main content. It truly went from messy to masterful. So now that we've seen how to refine a prompt, let's talk about how to craft one with precision right from the get-go. This is about giving the AI a really detailed set of instructions to get exactly what you want on the very first try.
Just look at how this works for a Word class's infographic. Every instruction is deliberate. You specify primary pupils, and the tone is instantly right. You tell it exactly which 7 word classes to include, so you don't get any extra complex stuff. You can even embed a little quiz at the end. You're basically playing the role of art director for the AI. This is like precision engineering for education. And this kind of precision applies to all sorts of materials. For instance, you can ask the AI to pull all the key vocabulary out of your lesson plan and instantly create a visual dictionary. I mean, what a fantastic support tool for every single learner in your classroom. And it takes just seconds to make.
So what does this all really mean? What's the ideal relationship between an educator and this new AI copilot?
It really comes down to this. The teacher is the expert. You bring the vision, the understanding of your students. The AI is simply the tool that helps you execute that vision. It saves you countless hours that you can then reinvest into actually interacting with your students, which is where teachers make the biggest impact anyway. Ultimately, it's the teacher's expertise in prompting that makes the tool so powerful.
And all this leaves us with one final big question. As these tools get even more powerful, are we actually witnessing the creation of the ultimate teaching assistant? It is a pretty fascinating future to think about. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.